Hi everyone, my name is Charlie and today I have the Booktube Newbie Tag 2.0. I was tagged by Anthony at Anthony Andrews, a relatively new booktuber who is, I can't remember how old he is, but he is one of the younger ones amongst us, and as such I feel the need to censor my language. Ha! My nephew didn't learn to swear off just anybody, you know. He learnt off his parents. Anyway, the Booktuber Newbie Tag 2.0 was started by Catalyst Reads when I think he still went by Michael S. Deutsch, and has been around for quite a while. And I only found out this week that he actually has restarted his channel. I am unable to link because I cannot figure out how to do that on my phone. But should anyone wish to find him, please go and search and watch his content because I will be doing the same thing later. Anyway, Anthony did say he wasn't sure whether I was actually a new booktuber. And basically, all I can say to that is, I made my first video on the 7th of August 2015 and went about Booktube in the completely incorrect way because I've always been a bit shy about putting myself out there. So really, whilst I have got 200 and something subscribers now, a lot of you didn't appear until between summer last year and now, so yeah. The majority of you are out then. I'm grateful to all of you. We're 2 minutes in, let's start this video. What genre? Anyway, there's 10 questions. Let's start. 1. What genre would you like to see talked about more on Booktube? I don't think that there is any genre that really needs talking about more on Booktube. I think that if you really want to find a genre, then you will find that genre. I quite like cozy crime fiction and crime fiction. I found that by searching for it. I think that people just have to put in the effort to find what they are looking for rather than deny the fact that it actually exists because they don't want to put in the work to find it. 2. What do you feel is the best way to make friends on Booktube? Commenting, liking videos, actually talking to people, going out of your way to be supportive of other booktubers is actually going to be a great help to you in the long run. As I say, I didn't start out by commenting, I just watched the videos, liked the videos if I liked them, but didn't really, I was more of a lurker, so a lot of the people that I actually like, I watched most of their videos, but they probably didn't even know about me existing. They might not even know now. 3. What do you enjoy the most about making Booktube videos? Well, basically, I like talking about myself. And so, in Booktube videos, I get to talk about myself, be incredibly narcissistic, and nobody can stop me mid-sentence because I am on my own in the car. So unless they're pressing pause, they gotta listen to me. 4. What do you least look forward to when making Booktube videos? I least look forward to the wait I have uploading because I'm currently uploading on my phone and it does take a long time and nothing else can be done during that time. 5. What videos other than tags, TBRs, wrap-ups, reviews and recommendations would you want to see more of? I'm not actually sure there is anything else that... I feel like that just covers all the bases of what we have on Booktube at the moment. I know that we've seen Ariel Bissett say that she is going to be creating documentaries about books. Matthew at MCS Books does brilliant content where it's a really big discussion. And his videos have basically become documentaries in themselves. I feel like I'm watching a BBC4 television programme and I think it's great. I would enjoy it if everyone had the skills to make content like that. But I don't know that in here, I don't feel like there is much room for what I don't like on Booktube. Well, I want to see more of on Booktube. I'd like to see less bookshelf tours, but that's because I don't like bookshelf tours, so I never watch them. Yeah, I'm not sure. What else would I like to see? I don't know. We could go the dark side of Booktube, the underbelly. But I don't know what we'd get. Everybody reading erotica for about 50 years. Once again, she shouldn't have mentioned that. Auntie tagged me. Child. 6. What are some themes you want to see more or less of in books? I don't know. I feel like... Is that question geared towards a certain type of person? Because I can't help but feel like that's more geared towards young adult readers, where you get a lot of similar themes showing up all over it again. I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but you know, back when I was reading young adult literature anyway, there were a lot of love triangles going on. I'm not sure how it is now, because I haven't read much new young adult since 2016. But yeah, what? Last year there was a bit of a trend for children being abandoned by their parents. And I think that we can't... If you don't want a theme, then just don't read a book with that theme in it. That's going to be incredibly difficult and a bit, weird to say, but basically there are trends in publishing, even in like your contemporary literary fiction. You are going to find trends, and if you are reading a lot of popular books that are coming out at the moment, you are going to notice these trends, and you're going to notice it popping up a lot. And that's basically because at the moment that's what publishers think we want. So I don't know. Last year there was a trend, like I say, for people being abandoned, and I didn't really care for that because I felt like it was just a cheap way to get us to expect some confrontation and conflict. But that's about it. 7. What are some of your Booktube goals? I don't have any Booktube goals. None. I simply started this channel because I'd been writing on a blog but not doing it well. I'd been meaning to review books on there, and I'd been planning on starting Booktube for ages. And then when I released my book, I was like, you had the confidence to do that. Why don't you have the confidence to do this? So I just sat down one day and decided to record the Classics book tag, and everything spiraled from there. 8. What advice would you give to a booktuber that has just created their channel? I couldn't really give anyone any advice, because I thought that just editing... When I first started, I thought that just editing the videos so that there were no ums and ahs and things like that in would be the best thing to do. Like, you don't want to see me sneezing, you don't want to see me drinking, that sort of stuff. And since I've had to record on my phone, having no other means to, people have been getting a lot of unedited videos of me where I can watch them and see stuff that I might have cut out had I been editing them. But I have gained more subscribers and had more conversations with people since I've started making videos in my car and uploading them unedited than I did before. And whilst I really enjoy watching a completely Morning Mr. Magpie polished video, I don't know that there is like a single thing that people are looking out for. I mean, you could try and be more attractive. I think that the better looking amongst us, they're flying high. And sadly, I'm only handsome in a sewer. Or a ginnel. 9. What are some qualities or traits you look for when it comes to watching other booktubers? Well, are you subscribed to me, really? That's it? No. There is not one single trait. As I said earlier, I read a lot of different genres, so I search for people who are also reading from those different genres. And whilst I don't necessarily read everything in their videos, I do like getting their opinions on the other books. So there's no trait, it just depends on what they're reviewing. Certainly, I did unsubscribe to a few of the channels that were only talking about young adult literature, and I don't care for the people who are constantly shouting at you. They're the ones I can't watch, the very shouty, ecstatic, excited videos, because honestly it looks like someone is tripping on acid, and I don't need to be viewing that. 10. What is a fun fact about you or a hobby besides reading and writing that people on Booktube might not know you have? I don't have any other I don't have anything outside of Booktube, really. Booktube? No, I have a life. I don't have anything outside of writing and reading, really. I did once hold in a sheep's prolapsed vagina whilst my father sewed it shut. Well, sewed the truss on to keep it in there. But otherwise, my sewing's a bit poor, but, you know, I can kind of sew up an hole. Wait, that doesn't sound good in connection to the last thing. Not a good segue there. This is where editing would come in handy. I don't know. I do not know. Oh, I'm quite fond of baking. I can make a good cake. I'm rather fond of making Joanne Harris's chocolate cake, St. Lawrence cake. It's not St. Lawrence cake, Lawrence cake from her French kitchen cookbook. I also made a St. Clement's cake of my own recipe last year for my book launch, and nobody ate it, and I brought it into work and it was gone within a day. So they were missing out. Oh yeah, bacon there. We should have gone with that immediately rather than flaming vaginas. 11. Tag booktubers. Well, this is a considerably older tag, and I am no longer a newbie, and I don't know many people that are. Oh, that was a nice hair flick. But shall I tag... I shall tag somebody, one person, who I always tag nowadays since she first appeared on my channel and turned out to be one of the most supportive booktubers out there with fantastic, humorous content on her channel, and I would like to see her answers to these questions unless she has answered them already, in which case I have not been watching her channel enough, and that person is Lisa of West Coast Reads. So Lisa, if you're watching this, consider yourself tagged, and if you're not watching this, well, you probably won't hear me saying such nice things about you. And I'm not nice about just anybody, you know. People don't like me that much for me to be nice to everybody. Anyway, I'm going to go inside the shop now and steam my shirt so that I don't have to wear the same thing 2 days in a row. Apparently it's going to rain later, so that's going to make me sob. There are some booktubers in London currently they're having this meetup that I sadly could not attend due to a lack of funds and the worry about going to London on marathon weekend. But mainly the money. But I hope they're having a fantastic time. Apparently it's going to stay sunny for them, and I'm looking forward to watching all of their vlogs when they return to their houses and their homesteads. Yes, so if you'd like to do this video, feel free. Consider yourself tagged. All that fun stuff. I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, that is all.